It's been exactly 4 weeks today since I lost my job. And if you're watching this because you've been through it too, you'll know exactly how it feels. And I'm still adjusting to it. So let me tell you how the day went. It was a Wednesday, the day before Juneteenth, holiday, and it started like any other day. Work wasn't too busy. I had a one-on-one call with my boss, which wasn't unusual, at 1 o'clock. 5 minutes before the 1 o'clock call, I got a Slack message from my boss informing me that HR would also be on the call. She wanted to give me the heads up so I wouldn't be surprised or shocked. And even at that point, I didn't think, the thought hadn't crossed my mind that I was about to lose my job. So I hopped on to the Zoom call, and my boss was there, and a member of HR was there too. Didn't say anything other than a greeting initially. It was being explained to me that I was being put onto a PIP. Now the funny thing is, I still don't know what a PIP stands for. I don't understand, I don't know. I should look it up really. But I had heard of a PIP, so I kind of knew what it was. My boss went on to explain that basically my performance hadn't been perfect. I was given some examples, which even my boss admitted they were small mistakes. However, I was going to be put on a 30-day review, and I wasn't allowed to make any mistakes. No training was being offered to help me. I was told to use the resources at hand, like our company Wikipedia, Loom videos and the like, but no additional training was offered. So you can imagine my surprise. And I had actually completely forgotten that the HR person was there, to be honest with you. I was just surprised about this conversation because I wasn't expecting it. And that's when the HR person came into the conversation, because I was told that there was an alternative, an option for me, and that was to take a severance package. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go into details of that, and I want to be clear, me leaving the company was my decision. I could have taken that 30-day review period, but I thought it would maybe better just to take the severance. So they gave me, so that was Wednesday afternoon, and they gave me until first thing Friday to give them my decision. Being that Thursday was Juneteenth, it was a holiday, I felt I wanted more time to think about it because I was in shock. In some ways, I'd been kind of expecting it, but nothing prepares you for the actual call. So I asked if I could be given until the Monday morning, which they gracefully accepted and said, yes, that'd be fine. So the call ended, and the emotions you feel are incredible. I mean, you're trying to take in the fact, not just the fact that you've lost your job, but all of the implications that go with it. Financial is one, obviously. Healthcare, what are you going to do? Are you going to start looking for another job? And you're just consumed with thoughts going through your head or battling for space in your head. And you're trying to think clearly, and it really is difficult. My wife was at home, and I didn't say anything for a couple of hours. I wanted to really get a grasp on it myself before I sat down and had that conversation. Little by little, I started to see a bit clearer. I actually had a conversation, and I recommend this. I had a conversation with AI before I even spoke to my wife. I decided in myself I'd take the severance. And I sat down with my wife, and she was in shock at first. And I told her the situation and said, I'm going to take the severance. And she agreed. And that was it. So the decision was actually made on the Wednesday, the same day. I made the decision the same day. I didn't see a clear path forward, to be honest. So I voluntarily decided to leave the company and take the severance package that was being offered to me. And first thing Friday morning, I emailed HR and also my boss to let them know my decision. And that was it. Following week, I got a box in the mail to return my laptop yeah, and I'm still in shock now. Not every morning, but most mornings, I'll look at the clock and it'll be like 10 to 9. And I'll think, oh, I better get ready to start work. And I'm like, oh no, hang on, I don't have a job. And in all honesty, some days are better than others. Some days I feel positive. Yesterday I felt really positive, really good. And other days, not so much. You doubt yourself. You doubt what you're doing is whether it's the right thing or not. And for me, that was to choose, I call it semi-retirement really, I guess, because I'm working on this YouTube channel. So that was the day I lost my job. Monday's video is going to be a follow-up to today's video, where I'll be giving 5 steps that you must do if you're in the same situation that I'm in and you've lost your job. So make sure to subscribe and ding the notification bell so you get notified when that video drops. And please also like the video, it really does help. I'm trying to grow this channel and I want us to be a community together because you're not alone. We're in this together and there's a lot more changes to come. Okay, so thank you, and Max, cheers.